Sziasztok! Szép jó estét mindenkinek! Szia Dávid, szia Exa, szia Vitya! Üdvözlök mindenkit!
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss.
Pontosan.
Surviving is tough. Taming the beast.
Na jó. Na, azt terveztem, hogy ma megpróbáljuk megcsinálni az eventnek a sztoriát. Hát nem tudom, hogy beleférünk-e egy részbe, de remélhetőleg 2,5 órába menni fog. Szia Argonosz!
See? Told you they'd be here.
Standard bannernél az a 6-os tök furán néz ki, nem mindegy. Boldog fesztivált!
Hydro Archon above! If it isn't my darling camera operator and clapper loader! A very happy Fontanalia festival to you as well!
Clapper loader.
I'm guessing you came back to celebrate with us?
Yep. And how about two? Even though the last festival
Az Act 1 az nagyjából ismerős, mert azt elskippeltem az egyik challenge fiókon, hogy tudjak szórakozni az eventtel, primót szedni, de aztán rohadtul sok időt viszel, és nem nagyon tudtam semmit kivenni még.
Of course! A celebration of the entertainment industry.
Valószínűleg ez az event, ez nekem el fog úszni az összes primó. Van egy olyan megérzésem.
Fontaine Fashion Week might be more my speed, but the film festival brings in a lot of orders and boosts brand recognition, so I wasn't going to miss out either.
A few new awards have been added this year too. Best Director, Best Costume Design, and Best Camera Operation.
Most nem emlékszem, hogy ott mennyi minden van, de az viszonylag hamar kifarmolható. Hát Argonosz.
Oh, about that.
Akarnám. De már megvan. Vagyis, kijött 74-re. Csicsi formájában. Nyilván meg lesz a következő rezonansz is, mert miért ne lenne meg. Negyedik egyhuzamba. Szia Wallace! Meg is akartam mutatni, csak elfelejtettem, hogy egy kicsit hosszú itt a beszélgetés. Hát most mit titkoljak rajta, látjátok, hogy egyes piti. Szia Virág! Ugye C3-as csicsi lett abból a Sandrónéből. És persze, hogy elvitt soft pitig egyébként, tehát miért adná be előtte? Jó, megköszi Argonosz, mindjárt meglessük.
The look in her eyes somewhat melancholic. Oh, I wish you could have been there.
Várjál, kiről van szó? Ja, gondolom Sandrone. Úgy látom, mély benyomást tett rátok.
You had to be there, friend. No matter where she stood, it was as if her surroundings, even the air itself, turned into the perfect shot.
Guess you found your lead actress then?
No, quite the opposite. My script is entirely unworthy of her.
Biztos nem olyan rossz az a script.
I fear it is. Nevertheless, I couldn't help but approach the mademoiselle to ask about her background and what brought her to Fontaine.
What did she say?
Sadly, she said her best friend was gone.
After
returning to her own homeland not too long ago, she decided to visit where her friend was from.
Már heti egy fazmó megy. Általában végigjátszásokat csinálunk, úgyhogy keddenként van csak fazmofóbia.
Oh, no wonder she looked sad.
Yes, but that's when it struck me. Why not cast her as the lead in a film centered around her search for this old friend?
Elvileg 2 vissám van, és egyet tudok kivenni még shopból.
You're gonna rewrite the whole script? But
Hát egyébként úgy indult a csatorna, hogy kizárólag Fazmó volt, aztán nagyon elapadt az érdeklődés és váltottunk irányt. De most is még elég gyéren teljesít a Fazmó megint. Volt egy fellángolása, aztán megint visszaesett.
Think about the difficulties we
Szia,
faced with the
Kritia.
Two Musketeers. We
Mikor?
had to start from scratch back then too. I'd say we're ahead of the
Na
game
szép.
this time.
Guess so.
Akkor ki is váltottátok a 3 vissemet.
Don't worry,
Azt hiszem annyira van limitálva
and I have evaluated the proposal, and
stream.
we support Xavier's decision.
I won't
Xavier?
really start on the
Én azt hittem
costumes until the
Javier,
cast is
de mondjuk
finalized,
nem, mert
so
az Jével van
it's
és
not
az
too much extra
mexikói.
work for me.
Oh, fair mademoiselles. How can I ever thank you?
Finishing the script would be a
So-
start.
You know, compared to a commercial popcorn flick, I do prefer the idea of shooting a more artistic film. One that leaves a profound and lingering impact in the hearts of the audience.
Mm-hmm. I agree. True trendsetters are the people who dare to go against the grain.
Wow! Leave it to Director Farina to have a vision. Honestly,
Van
though,
neki
the
vizsonja?
artistic passion of everyone at Musketeer Pictures is inspiring. Anyway, now that we've heard so much about this lead actress, Paimon's gotta know who it is!
Columbina!
Columbina!
Egyébként úgy szeretem látni a karaktereket, amikor a saját területükön kívül tartózkodnak.
Hello. I was just walking past when I heard you talking about me,
Alakulsz
so
rá,
I
jó
came
van.
over.
Hát nekem, hogyha ki is
You
jön
know Miss
bármelyik új
Columbina?
karakter, még hónapokig vagy fél évig legalább nem lesz felhúzó, úgyse.
Wait a second. Does this mean Columbina is the actress who inspired the whole rewrite?
Így már sokkal érthetőbb Xavier reakcióra.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Wait, so did you make the trip by yourself, Columbina?
Yes. I mentioned how I wanted to visit other nations once things settled down in
Hát ha
Notcry,
vége a
remember?
beszélgetésnek,
So I
akkor
went to the
üssel.
curatorium to ask Never for advice. She told me about the film festival in Fontaine and said it might be fun to visit. I spoke to Lalma before I left too, and she
Mondjuk-
thought it was a great idea to get out for a bit.
Van még egy bevallani
It's
valami.
just, I received quite different travel advice from the two of them.
Lett egy rájom. Valószínűleg áthozta a Pitit az előző
Lalma told me to
Chronicle-ről,
go out and experience new things and make new
ugyanis
friends.
másodikra kaptam egy rájót. És azt bezzeg megnyertem.
Wonderful suggestion. That's how a trip should be.
What about Nefer?
She said,
Azt bezzeg
don't
megnyertem.
trust anyone and don't talk to strangers.
De a limitáton nem tudok nyerni. Ezen az akkonton, a ménen.
I can understand that too.
De annyi
It
mórám
shows
se volt,
this
hogy
Nefer cares
felhúzzam
about you a
40-es
great
szintig,
deal,
mint a
Miss
többieket.
Columbina.
Yes, so I plan on combining their advice. All I
Köszönöm.
need to
Nem
do
baj,
is turn
mert ha
strangers
jönne
into
valami
friends,
még,
and then
nem
I can
bánom.
talk to them.
Nem bánom a Constellation-öket. Mikó meg úgy sincs meg, de
But also not.
annál nem
Tori.
számoltam vissza
Oh,
a
look who's
Pitit, de
back. Happy Fontanalia Festival, you two.
Looks like we
70
have a
fölött volt.
superstar in our midst.
70-ig mentem
How
el
about an
visszafele,
autograph,
aztán
Big
mondom,
Shot?
jó van, akkor húzok rá egyet-kettőt.
Ha
Aztán
ha,
egyszer
very
csak
funny.
kiesett.
All settled then?
Yep, the Duke gave his blessing, and I cleared it with the Udex. During the festival, inmates with good behavior will get a chance to spend some time on the outside.
Under the stringent supervision of the Special Patrol, of course.
Hát most lesz mit csinálni Szájnóval.
Happy Fontanalia Festival!
Does that mean Veronique
Az
and her
biztos.
brother will be at the festival?
During a specific window of time, sure. Doesn't hurt to give the inmates something to look forward to. A little sun'll do them some good, I think. This is a friend from your travels, I'm guessing. Thought I heard something along those lines.
Right! We should make some introductions, huh? Chevros, Risley, this is Columbina, a friend we met in Notcry.
Welcome to Fontaine, Miss Columbina. I bet the weather's been quite an adjustment.
Yeah,
And not the good kind, I take it.
No, I quite like it. It's a lot warmer than Not Cry.
Then what was the punch for?
Oh, should I not have done that? The flowers that bloom here are so vibrant, and the people are so kind. I just wanted to
Imádom
become friends as
Kolumbirát.
fast as possible.
Ah, so that was meant as a gesture of friendship.
Hát gyorsan
right,
elnézte,
Mr.
hogy
Lambina?
kell barátkozni.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that what friends do?
Right. Might have been a bit premature in this instance, though. Your friend here is quite the character.
Nem sokat mozdul ki.
Good thing we said something. You weren't seriously gonna go around punching every single person in Fontaine, were you?
No, just the ones I wanted to be friends with.
120-ból azért már lehet, hogy kijön, attól függ, hogy hányas pitin vagy.
What Paimon's trying to say is maybe keep the punches to a minimum until after you're friends with someone.
If you say so.
You're quite the character, Miss Columbina.
So, are we friends?
Of course. Any friend of the Traveler is a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Igen.
Oof.
Jó van.
When it comes to friends, you sure know how to pick 'em.
So Miss Columbina is the lead actress I've been hearing so much about. The whole thing about her aura is starting to make more sense.
You gonna be part of the film this time too, Shivers?
That was the plan. But now that Mr. Xavier has changed the direction, I don't think I'm in quite as many scenes. It's all for the best, though. A different crew asked me to help consult on some of their musket work.
Oh, sounds like our trusty musketeer is as popular as ever.
I'm just going where I'm needed.
Mindenkinek
I'm
lesz
more than
dolga.
willing to help with whatever this production needs as well.
Ah, well, speaking of, would you happen to know if there are scenic locations around the court of Fontaine that other crews haven't booked?
The festival's pretty popular this year, so there's not a lot left. You might just have to talk it over with the other productions and see if they'll let you squeeze in here and there.
I see.
Having trouble finding a filming location?
Yes, we made a last-minute decision to go down a different
De
route.
tök durva, hogy van egy
So the
filmfesztivál,
indoor locations we
és
reserved
mindenki
are
az
no
utolsó
longer a good
pillanatban
fit.
kezdi el forgatni a
And it
filmjét
looks
hozzá.
like-
You know, I
Szép,
might know a
logikus.
place. Good views, good atmosphere, and no production team has snatched it up.
That sounds perfect. Where is it?
You want me to reveal it just like that? Come on, let it be a surprise.
As much as that sounds riveting, I think we should divide and conquer. You go do that, and Director Farina and I will take Miss Columbina around the city to discuss lighting and styling. Is that all right with you, Miss Columbina?
Traveler?
Menjetek csak.
Everyone here is our friend. So don't worry about a thing and just focus on enjoying your trip.
Okay.
All right. Then the Traveler and I will go check out this potential filming location. It might even give me some inspiration for the new script.
I'll leave
De
this to
hol
the Duke
húzoltam a
then.
Starlak
Until
kínóra?
later, everyone. Maybe we'll run into each other on set.
Okay then. Lead the way, Risley. Paimon's not built for suspense. Let's get.
Who said anything about roads?
Huh?
Oké, na. Akkor az első az volt, hogy Szendrona. Azt a pitit feltoljuk 2-esre. És akkor egy Wrightsley. Azon gondolkodok. Szia virág! Odett és Arlett. Wrightsley sem lett. És akkor annyit csinálok, hogy átrakom rezetelte a fétet, ezt jó tudni. Se baj. Annyi, hogy azt a 21 primót azt kiszedném.
When you lose your way,
Hogyha nem gond és egy kicsit tudunk várni, nem baj, Vitya? Bár mondjuk nem tudom Fontainebe honnan fogok kiszedni 21 primót.
It'd make quite the grand backdrop for a film, don't you think?
Paimon's more focused
Lehet
on the fact
mindjárt,
that this thing is
nah,
supposed to be
kéne haladnom a
underwater,
sztorival, de
inside the fortress of
tudod mit,
Millipede.
nem kiveszem a jutalomért, mert elfelejtem. Szia, Lexi.
True. And keeping up with the maintenance on a vessel this big is a lot of work. It takes a crazy amount of manpower just to keep it up and running.
Oh, Paimon kind of thought it just sat there until you needed it.
I wish it were that simple. The truth is, the maintenance costs on this thing are substantial. So we decided to rent it out during the festival to earn some extra mora. Besides, the inmates are the ones who keep it in good shape. Seeing the fruits of their labor put to use is a good form of social rehabilitation for them.
Huh, you've really thought this through.
Na,
What do you think,
Xavier?
Xavier? Is this a good place to shoot?
Ah, I've got it! Good messieurs and mesdemoiselles, I've got it!
What?
Gonna take that as a yes.
Kicsit elírták.
The beginning is the hardest part, and the opening of this film has been eluding me, but now I know just how it should start.
Glad to hear it.
Thanks for bringing us here, Risley.
Don't thank me just yet. This isn't quite a done deal.
Huh? Not a done deal as in someone already rented it out? You said no other production teams had snatched
Csak
it
még
up.
This
engedélyt kell
person
kérni.
isn't affiliated with the production team. The rental fee was high enough to scare off plenty of other film crews, but she didn't blink. Made quite the generous offer, and didn't even attempt to haggle.
Do you know what she plans to use it for? I'd like to at least have a rough idea before going in to negotiate.
I didn't ask for the details, but I did see what looked like a fishing permit and a business license on her desk. My guess is she's planning on using it for some kind of restaurant or aquarium.
A floating restaurant is sure to attract people, but an aquarium sounds cool too. The views from the ship make it a great spot for a date.
The winglet might not be under my command right now, but it's always nice to see her admired.
A film is sure to drum up some good publicity as well. I do hope we can work something out with the current captain.
Well, guess we should head over and talk things out then.
Best of luck.
Oké. De nem húzom tovább, nem. Inkább kiveszem a shopból. Úgyis össze fog gyűlni a koronára. Annyi is azért lesz. Nézzük, lesz-e mikónk. Azt a kurva, kicsit azért már kezdett kerekedni a szemem. Tessék, vissza is jött az ára. Köszi a kiváltásokat. Majdnem, színesedett. Annyi, hogy viszont akkor leveszem ezeket, mert
Bigger up close.
innentől már lényegtelen a piti.
Wonder who rented it out. Hello? Anyone there?
Ez minek volt a zenéje Fontaineban? Ez a Narcissen Kreuzé volt? Nem emlékszem.
Perhaps the captain had business to attend to elsewhere.
Why rent such a massive boat just to have it sit here without even leaving so much as a note? Let's try again. Anyone there? Hello?
Seriously?
Get the
now?
kedvenc nagyim.
What is it gonna take to get some decent
Sleep around here. Is a nap too much to ask for? Sorry, the aquarium's closed for the... Huh?
See Lolly?
A traveler! Paimon!
Egyébként az animáció valami rohadt jó.
This is just great! How am I gonna go out dressed like this? What happened to my regular clothes? The wash! I put them in the wash after I drank too much and fell into the fountain. Oh, this can't be happening! Am I seriously gonna go out like this?
Think we might have caught her at a bad time.
Azt nem tudom, milyen ügyben van itt szitleni amúgy, mert ugye egész sokat skippeltem.
I don't wanna
Hogy
hear it.
azért minél kevesebbet spoilerezzek el magamnak az aktaikből is.
A single word about
what I'm wearing. No comments, none. Is that clear?
Oh, yep. Crystal.
És mi a baj vele? Jól nézek.
Huh? You think so? No, wait, I told you not to say anything!
Nem is mondtam.
What was... her thoughts. I heard her thoughts.
Pizsamás banán.
How could I forget about that? Oh, this is so
Miért banán?
embarrassing. I seemed a little too pleased to get that compliment, didn't I? Wait, the mind reading went both ways. Does that mean the traveler's hearing all this too?
Én ugye nem hallottam semmit.
You clearly did!
Huh? What did we do? Paimon's not following.
Nem rémlik.
Nothing.
Lehet,
It's
hogy ez
nothing.
nekem kimaradt.
Let's just move on. Did you need something? You're not here alone, I see.
Valószínűleg azért, mert
Hello, I'm Xavier, a film director
mert
and
nekünk
producer from
VHS
Fontaine.
volt, és
I meant to introduce
leginkább
myself
olyan
sooner,
meséket
I just
láttam,
didn't
amiket
want
így
to,
ki lehetett kölcsönözni.
interrupt.
Kazettán.
No wonder we ran into each other in Fontaine of all places. You must also
Régi
be in
rossz
town for the
dolgokat írhat.
festival then.
That's right. We're helping Xavier with his film. In fact, we were hoping to shoot some scenes on this boat. You're the one who rented it out, right, Seed Lolly?
Me? Rent a boat? I wish I had that kind of spare cash floating around. Not to mention the spare time. Don't get the wrong idea, though. I'm not here to sail off into the sunset
Pizsamás
and live out
banánra nem
some
emlékszek,
cushy
de a
retirement
tévémaci az
life, okay?
beleégett a fejembe.
I'm not
Then why you dress like... how did you end up staying aboard the Wingolette?
Well, I heard one of my favorite light novels was getting turned into a film, so I came to Fontaine to catch the premiere. Originally, I booked a room near the Opera Epiclese, but I'm quite particular about where I sleep these days. I think it's an age thing. And that bed? Oh, I just couldn't sleep in it. I tried to find a different hotel, but with the festival, everything was completely booked. Just as I was worried I'd have to sleep under a bridge or something, I happened to spot a help wanted sign on the side of the road.
Oh, so you're here to take care of the boat?
No, I was hired to man the front desk. The pay is a bit low, but food and drinks are covered. And it includes room and board during the festival. Plus, the job is simple. So I thought I'd give it a shot.
Wow.
So Sandróna
We
felbérelte
actually
Szitlerit.
thought you'd be a good fit, huh?
What? You don't think I'm cut out for it? All I have to do is tell people the aquarium isn't open yet. Other than that, I'm free to do whatever I want. It's a
That's all?
Ezt az egy mondatot kellett
I
megjegyezni?
was also kind of shocked. But it's not a lie. Head downstairs and see for yourselves. There's nothing but empty tanks. Not a marine animal in sight.
Did your boss mention anything about being open to film crews using this space? Our production was hoping to film on the deck for a few scenes.
No. That never came up. You could just ask her.
Oh, she's around? What kind of person is she? We should know what we're heading into.
She's nice enough, I suppose. Pretty reasonable, too. Even offered for me to move to a bigger cabin if I was too cramped. Back at the Masters of the Night Wind, I'm used to being the one giving orders. But working under her doesn't feel like being bossed around. She seems to respect what I think.
Wow, she sounds like a great boss.
Akkor kezdték a izét. Akkor valószínű nekem is azért.
She did tell me she'd rather not be disturbed, though. She's been working on an important project,
Szerintem
so
azért nem
I'd keep it
ismerős.
brief.
Got it. Thanks for the heads up.
All right, the captain's quarters are
Mert
this
annó
way. I
még
can take...
Cartoon Network-öt is csak angolul láttam, mert nem
I'm
létezett
wearing-
magyarul semmi.
Whatever.
Egyedül ugye hétvégén reggelente volt a
Miss
mese.
Guillotin? These
Meg este.
visitors were hoping to ask you about
Esténként
something.
volt, azt hiszem hétköznap is, de már az már nagyon régen volt, az a gyerekkorom. Nem emlékszek. Guillotin. És ott van.
I thought I said to limit the interruptions.
Azért ezen jó
Just tell
meglepődtem.
them the aquarium is still.
Ups. Bukta. Az is már hát tetszik, hogy forog körbe, szóval az is jól meglepődtem.
Sandrone, you're here? Huh? You know each other?
Are you okay, Sandrone? Do you still remember us? Everyone was so upset after what happened. We all missed you so much. Miss Seat Lolly, why don't you escort this gentleman to the reception area for a cup of tea? I have something to discuss with these two in private.
Ah, I see. Right this way, Mr. Xavier.
Sandrone? I really can't go anywhere without running into you two, can I?
Hát ez így
Are
van.
you okay? During the battle, your core, it was...
Destroyed by that bastard Dottore. That's right. But as you can see, I'm fine now. No major issues. Or at least, there shouldn't be. Oh, what a relief! Why didn't you tell us sooner? Or come back to see your friends?
Now that I have the chance, I just want to say thank you for saving me.
Huh? Don't get the wrong idea. I only saved you so we could complete that formula and defeat Dottore once and for all. Even if he did crawl back from the grave to make us all miserable again.
That doesn't matter. You're still a hero.
Érdekes, hogy arról is tud.
All right. But it wasn't just me. All I did was lend my brilliant mind to the cause and take care of one part of the plan. Although, I'm not denying it would have fallen apart without me. You got that right. You're amazing. But how did you go from from a lifeless pile of scrap to looking like this? Well, my mom was trying to put it a bit more gently, but
Hát ja.
yeah. Where do I even start? Curse
Azt
it
nem
all.
tudom, hogy került vissza egyébként Fontainebe.
Where am I? Did we do it? How much time has passed? I'm not in one of that lunatic's experimental labs, am I? Wait, Fontanian decor. Books from the Research Institute. Phew. One thing at a time. Initiate self-diagnostics.
Tényleg. Köszi, ügye. Vagy Dávid, Jézusom. Sokszor csak színekről asszociálok, aztán előbb beszélek, mint hogy elolvasnám, ki írta az üzenetet.
Assess the extent of the damage. Cut power to compromised, non-essential components. Then reconstruct available action modules. Severe damage to the core. Dottore, you bastard. Polonia? Polonia, wake up! Activate! You're in even worse shape than me.
Unia még jobban elromlott.
Internal gears and energy circuits are barely intact. Extreme damage to the core, just like me. Rebooting is off the table, even if I could repair the damage. I don't know if... You used up all your critical energy in those final moments, didn't you? To protect the core of that guy in the hat, and the numerological array. Wait, the array. Yes! The prototype is still here. But can I even run it in this state? Whatever. I have to try. I just need to confirm one thing. Activate the numerological array. Connect the computing core to my body. just like I thought. It needs too much computing power.
Ja, köszönjük. De nem kell miattam átállítani. Nyilván mindenkinek legyen a kedvenc színe.
Functions except the thinking module, please. I just need to ask one question. Initiate query regarding the 3 moon sisters. How many living moon goddesses are there in possession of the Trilunar Authority? 1. It worked. You did it, Columbina.
Szia, Adika.
You made it back.
Köszi, köszi.
But how did I survive? The self-diagnostics showed damage severe enough to shut me down for good. What triggered the reboot? A built-in message? Only visible after a core reboot?
Szia, Lackó. Azon gondolkodok, hogy Sandrone trailerébe elhangzott valami ajándék. Gondolom...
The final gift.
Igen.
Alen! Were you the one who gave me this?
Aha, tehát ez volt az utolsó ajándéka, hogy ha úgy megsérül, akkor egyszer visszajön az életbe, vagy nem tudom.
Why now? What activated it? What is that? A vision? Wait, no. It's a stellar linchpin?
Szóval így tért vissza Sandrone.
Stellar linchpin? What's that? You can think of it as a rare kind of vision. As for what causes one to manifest, well, that's still unknown. But in Snezhnaya, or in a Fatui's research at least, it's believed to have some connection to the third descender.
Ez is?
The third descender? We knew his remains were used to create the Gnosis, but this is the first we're hearing about a stellar linchpin. You knew about the remains? Right, of course. Look who I'm talking to.
Jó streamet, Lackó.
Yes. The heavenly principles used the remains of the third descender
köszi
to
a
create the
beköszönést.
7 gnosis as a means to consolidate the Archon system. Visions result from that same system. So extrapolating from there, it's clear that the manifestation of a vision is also, to some extent, related to the third descender. Still following?
Nagyjából?
For those that wield them, visions serve as a means to channel elemental power. The same
Havitja,
is true of stellar linchpins.
este 6 a legkésőbb, amíg én még hajlandó vagyok kávét inni, de hogyha kívánod, miért ne így el?
The difference is that, when wielding elemental energy, stellar linchpin users often exhibit a unique kind of power that seems to come from beyond Tibet.
Beyond Tibet.
It's believed that, when a stellar linchpin manifests, impurities from the remains of the third descender get fixed in place. Hence, the name. That's also believed to be the source of the strange power I just mentioned.
De tök fura, hogy csak Snezhnayában léteznek ilyen stellar linchpinek. Köszi, Dávid. Mindenki más is hidratáljon most. Meleg van, ne száradjunk ki.
Stellar linchpins sound kind of similar, so does that mean? Huh? Oh, don't look at me like that. I've never had any grand wishes or aspirations. Just a list of things that drive me
Nincs
up the
meleg?
wall. So if you're
Nálam
asking
már
why
megint
this
30
thing
fok van a
appeared, I
lakásban.
have no clue. All I know is that without it, the gift
Annak
Ellen
ellenére,
left
hogy még nem
me,
ment 35 fölé mostanában a hőmérséklet.
never would have triggered. But thanks to the stellar linchpin's manifestation, it did trigger. And after my core rebooted, I was able to repair the damage to my body. I also managed to import the numerological array,
Marha jó nektek.
along with some
Na,
of
Dávid
Polonia's
is
surviving
szétváltott.
algorithms into this form.
Jó, azt tudom, hogy
Does that mean
Vityának a
Polonia is-
konyhához képest nincs
Yes.
meleg.
Unfortunately, Polonia is beyond repair. Oh, we're so sorry to hear that. Yes. Alen often spoke to me about wishes and desires when he was alive. I suppose he thought there might come a day when I wished for something and was willing to sacrifice my own life to fulfill it. So he left me a chance to start over.
És ez az ajándék, eddig nem is tudtál róla?
No, never. Alen once said I was his proudest masterpiece. That might sound boastful coming from me, but it's also an undeniable fact. After Alen died, I started studying how Polonia and I worked. Polonia is essentially a computational machine, so it wasn't difficult to figure out the mechanical principles there. But when it came to my own structure, that's when Alen,
Jeges kávét
the Lord
egyébként imádom,
Artificer's
de
true greatness,
ahhoz túl
struck me
gyenge
once
nekem,
again.
hogy tudja helyettesíteni a rendes kávét,
I
de
attempted to
főleg
imitate
ilyenkor
it when I
nyáron
created
imádom.
Catherine, but in the end, she turned out to be nothing more than a superficial replica. What? But his creation's go. Catherine is super impressive. We were shocked when we first found out she was a puppet. No, she's nothing compared to what Alen was able to create. Some of the mechanical principles of my own core are still a complete mystery to me. Keeping that gift hidden wasn't even a challenge for him.
Azt a rohadt.
Just a shame I had to waste it on fighting Dottore. I just couldn't stand the thought of him coming out on top.
Adtál a világnak egy második esélyt.
If you put it that way, the world owes me a whole lot then, doesn't it? Wait, but all this still doesn't explain what you're doing here. Risley said you rented the ship and even had some kind of fishing permit? That's because I'm trying to go back to the place Alen and I lived when he was alive. My former home, I suppose you could say. The second chance wasn't the only part of the gift. According to the message, Alen left me a few other things that are stored in the house we shared together. I'm hoping that whatever he left me can help fix certain anomalies in my rebooted core. And help me understand why I received a stellar linchpin in the first place. Okay, so go back then. What does that have to do with fishing? And to think I'm talking to this.
Hát egyszerűbb a főzésnél.
Did you forget that
Nyilván
the water
azért
levels have been rising for
ráragadnak az
centuries?
emberre ilyen
I can't
dolgok
just
is.
go back to the place I used to live because now it's underwater.
Én mondjuk hülye vagyok hozzá. Mind a kettőhöz.
Oh, right. With the rising water levels and changes in terrain, it's not just a matter of finding where it is, but also clearing away any sediment or debris. But Fontaine law prohibits unauthorized individuals and organizations from excavating underwater ruins. A Melazine caught me the minute I even made an attempt. Why not apply for authorization then?
Ja.
And face the endless slog of
Igen, ezt már
Fontainean
azt hiszem máskor is
bureaucracy.
felajánlottad.
No thanks. Besides, I'm a Fatui harbinger. The diplomatic implications alone would be enough to give the gestionnaires at the Palais Mermonia a headache. A fishing permit, on the other hand, isn't difficult to obtain at all. Minimal paperwork required. And under the name Guillotin, the application was a cinch. So you're exploiting a legal loophole? Am I?
Lepődünk bajon.
That underwater home belongs to me. If I happen to chance upon it while doing some fishing, what's the issue with that? Of course, I do have to catch some fish to put in the aquarium, just in case the gestionnaires come to check up on things. That's also the reason I hired someone to man the front desk. Huh? But isn't that kind of a waste? He went to all the trouble of getting a business license and rented out this giant ship. Just for show? If you want to run an aquarium that bad, be my guest. Use the facilities however you want. I'm certainly not going to stop you. All I want is to go back home and see what other gifts Alen wanted me to inherit.
Töltjük az akváriumot, hogy ne legyen felesleges
Hold on.
ott.
Enough about me. What are you two even doing here?
Seriously? They've been in there forever. The reaction when they saw each other was strange, to say the least. You're lucky I was nice enough to leave the room and give them some space. Back in the Masters of the Nightwind, I'm the one who gets to kick people out.
Kiváltom ezeket az új animációkat.
I just want to know what they're talking about. Should I
Remélem most
cast
már
a
egyre
little
sűrűbben
eavesdropping
fogják
spell?
bővíteni ezeket a mozdulatokat.
No, what am I thinking? I'm
Ja, szegény párna, mi?
needs to be the great shaman of the Masters of the Nightwind. I can't do something like that. This is just ridiculous. Making me wait out here for so long? Where's their respect for their elders?
Oh, here they are.
Were you back there arguing or something? What took you so long?
Bocs, ez egy kicsit komplikált.
The two of you are already acquainted with Miss Guillotin, then?
Oh, yep. But don't worry, we got everything sorted. Sanjurne agreed to let us shoot on the ship, but it has to be when she's not here.
When she's not here?
That's right.
You'll excuse me if I didn't exactly ask for this little reunion. I wasn't planning on seeing anyone. Like I said, my core is severely damaged. Even with the gift, there are anomalies that are making things unstable. I don't even know if I can continue to function without issues. So the priority is to fix these anomalies and get answers to my own questions. Then I can see the people that need seeing.
Anyway, just
Nem akar problémákat okozni, amíg nem javítja meg magát teljesen.
steer clear.
És ezért nem szólt
I do
senkinek.
hope I'm not causing Miss Guillotin too much trouble.
No. She just wants to keep a low profile for her own, complicated reasons. She doesn't want anyone else to know she's here.
Understood. I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Oh, and see Lale?
Huh?
Szeretne beszélni veled.
You mean Miss Guillotin? What does she want? Oh, please don't let it be about the pajamas. What? The seventh of the Fatui Harbingers? Why are you telling me all this?
I asked the traveler about you, and I've decided it's best to be open in this instance. I can understand if you would rather not work for a harbinger. Regardless, the room on the ship is yours to keep. You're an acquaintance of the traveler, and I plan to honor that.
Wait, she's actually nice?
Fura, mi?
It's not a problem.
Játék elején még
The
mi se
captain also
gondoltuk
worked for
volna,
the
hogy a
Fatui,
legtöbb
and he
Harbingerrel
helped
milyen jóba
Natlan a great
leszünk.
deal. We know that there are good people among your ranks. Besides, I've been around long enough to know what it means to earn one's keep. This isn't Natlan, and I don't expect special treatment. Besides, sitting at a desk isn't exactly back-breaking work.
I appreciate that perspective, great shaman.
Seat Lolly. Just call me Seat Lolly. That title makes me sound so... old.
Well, Seat Lolly, the traveler and I are looking for something, so we'll be heading underwater together soon. I'll leave the ship in your care while we're gone.
Together? How often?
Not too often. We're heading out in a bit, but I'll be available if you need something.
You couldn't, go alone?
I wanted to, but she was concerned about my physical well-being, so she offered to come with.
Guess my mental well-being means nothing then.
Huh?
Ripsit Lali. Go underwater.
All right. Our first stop is the Barrel region. After Alain left the Fontaine Research Institute, he lived in seclusion somewhere around there.
Menjünk. Whee!
Huh. This place has changed a lot. Guess I really have been gone for a long time. Let's look
nem.
around and see what we can learn. Oh, and don't forget to catch a few to take back.
Nagyon nem
We
úgy
need to
indult.
keep up appearances, remember.
Rotúra volt, aki csak szeretett volna a barátunk lenni. Wait, what? Jelent, oké.
Poisson isn't too far from here, right? It's all a bit nostalgic, I guess. Back when I lived here, all this was still above water. All right. I have a general understanding of the terrain changes and
Hogy
sediment
visszhangzunk így a
accumulation.
víz alatt?
We can stop here for now.
Megkerestük a helyet, de ki kell ásni.
That went smoother than expected. I appreciate the help.
Hát igazán nincs mit.
You doing okay though, Syndrome? Seeing your home look nothing like you remember, that can't be easy.
I'm fine. Times change. People change. That's the one thing you can actually count on. I made peace with that a long time ago. You should head back and put them in the aquarium tanks. We finished ahead of schedule, so your crew is probably still on the ship. I'll follow in a bit.
Right. Xavier said he was gonna test out a couple of shots.
Biztos nem jössz velünk?
I'm sure. I want to take another look around on my own.
Okay then. Want us to let you know when the filming is done?
Jól van.
No need. Columbina relies on Kuvaki to perceive her surroundings. In Nodcry, her senses are heightened because Kuvaki is everywhere. But here, as long as she doesn't activate her abilities, her range of perception should be equivalent to an average person's line of sight. I figured that out back in Snezhnaya.
That's oddly specific.
I have hiding from her down to a science. So, what?
Rák!
Things might be a bit different now that she's merged with the Moon Sisters, but I doubt there's been a drastic change. The point is, you two can head back. Don't worry about me.
Okay, if you say so. Come find us on the ship if you need anything.
Hajóra megyünk vissza, és a szárazföld felé indulunk el?
What did you leave for me, Elen? Did you know I would come back? Or did you make it so I would have to?
Ez most esik le, hogy a párnák imitálták a halakat. Beszarok. Jó, fantasztikus. Akvárium. Jaj, de ez. Jaj. Most az, hogy bepakoljuk a halakat. Nem tudom, hogy mennyire muszáj csinálni közben magát a minigémet. Oh.
Xavier, we're back!
Shh! Quiet on set! They're filming over there.
Oops, sorry.
What's your take, Detective? Bullet wound to the chest. Gunpowder residue on the clothes. The victim must have been shot at close range.
You think it was someone they knew?
Yes. It's possible the suspect arranged for them to meet at this very spot.
A reasonable deduction. But you're overlooking a crucial clue.
What?
The victim's pocket watch is missing. And cut! I think we got it!
Pauline.
Good work, Phew, finally.
Acting was nerve-wracking for me when I first tried it too. Just loosen up, and you'll get used to it in no time.
Chevres! Charlotte!
Oh, hello there, you two.
You're filming here too? Oh, so Charlotte's crew must have been the one that asked you to help out, huh, Chevres?
Yep. They heard about a potential filming location and wanted to come check it out.
But when we got here, your crew had already beaten us to it. Luckily, Xavier and our director, Lapine Pauline, go way back. In the end, we
Hát
agreed
ők már
to
elég
just
régi
share each other's
ismerősök,
filming
igen.
locations.
Considering all the last-minute changes, that's just what Musketeer Pictures needed.
For sure! Based off the scene just now, you must be the star of the film, Charlotte!
You bet. This detective costume really suits me, don't you think?
Jó, király.
Oh, for sure. You're already right at home lurking in the shadows taking pictures of this and that. And a notepad, and you're practically method.
Thanks, Miss Chiori. I appreciate the compliment.
That didn't sound much like a compliment to
Meg
Paimon.
akartam mondani.
So this is a film set? It looks like a very happy place.
This must all be quite new to you, Miss Columbina.
Yes. I watched a few films with a friend once, but she thought there was no point if I wouldn't open my eyes. So she stopped inviting me. Looks like I missed out on a lot.
Most ledolgozhatod.
True. But being an
Vagy
actor seems
bepótolhatod,
like
na
a
ezt
tough
akartam
job.
mondani.
Huh? Most people would swap lives with an actor in a heartbeat. The lifestyle is so glamorous, and the pay is more than generous.
But they have to act out lives that aren't their own, with the whole world watching on in judgment. If they don't do it justice, it must feel like they're letting people down.
That's exactly how it feels. This young lady has quite the unique perspective. Well, that's true. But these actors are here because they want to be and they think it's fun. Most of them, at least.
Not to mention,
Kailangan
the film we're
mapilitan eh.
shooting is based entirely on you, Miss Columbina. You just need to be true to yourself.
I don't have to pretend to be someone I'm not?
Not at all. Authenticity is what we're after. For example, this first scene opens with you on the boat, sailing to your friend's homeland. You just need to think about that moment in the story and picture how you would feel.
Oh, okay.
We're all here? Wonderful! Let's head to the deck and get shooting. Oh, and this is for you, dear Paimon. Your clapperboard.
Jól esett, hogy mi a clapperboard.
For the two musketeers?
Jó.
The very same. I saved it just for you.
Thanks, Xavier. Feels like being reunited with an old friend.
És az én kamerámat is megtartottad?
Of course! That said, I have a different job in mind for you this time,
Na,
traveler.
mégpedig?
Our film is focusing on a single protagonist, so conveying the subtle changes in her state of mind is of the utmost importance. In addition to the actor's own performance, another way we can convey that is through lighting.
There's already a
Annyira
lighting
skippeltem az
specialist,
akt
isn't there?
1-et, amikor a másik akkonton csináltam,
Yes,
hogy
but it's clear the traveler
azt se
and Miss
tudtam, hogy
Columbina
mit
share a
csinálok,
deep
csak
bond.
kapcsolgattam a lámpákat,
have a
mert nem
better-
tudtam, mit várnak el tőlem.
So, what do you say? Willing to take on the role of lighting specialist?
Nagyon szívesen.
It's settled! I leave the job of translating our leading lady's inner thoughts in your capable hands.
Jó, én inkább azt csinálom. Ez egy minigame-nek a questje. Szia, Fekete Holló! Jaj, Emikó! Az igen. Yeah. Ki is teszed? Aztán akkor utána beszélhetünk.
All right, without any further ado, it's time for production on our film, A Homecoming, to officially begin! Turning it over to you once again, Director Farina.
All right. Positions, everyone. Camera operator, clapper loader, get set up. Let me know when lighting is good to go.
Ugye nem frissül, amíg ki nem logolsz. Kilogolsz, meg visszalogolsz, akkor frissül.
Is hitting your mark. Other than that,
De ugyanúgy, mint
focus
a
on
kasánál.
immersing yourself in the emotions of the moment.
Okay.
Good. Lighting, are we ready?
Igen, akkor place light. Face light. Finish.
Ready. All right. Quiet on set. 3, 2, 1. Action.
Action!
This is her homeland.
Columbina.
The emotions I'm looking for were definitely there. Let's just try to keep it a bit more natural. Oh, but definitely keep that gesture at the end. I loved how real it felt. You looked genuinely moved. Miss Columbina?
That presence. It kind of felt like
Majdnem lebukott Sandróné.
Sandrone?
Akkor belenyúltam az A2-be, mert most nem kellett lámpát kapcsolnom. Ja, lehet, hogy csak azért, mert feldobta az opciót, én kattintgattam a lámpákat. Azt kinézem magamból. Olyan világítást csináltam nekik, hogy nem volt világítás. De elfogadták? Come on! Csak nem úszom meg. Remélem, hogy nem kell elmennem. Ja, várjál, ott vagyok. Remélem, nem kell elmennem horgászni is. Közben nézzük meg, hogy frissült-e fekete hollónak. Ott a Jajmikó. Na, lássuk. Az igen. Hogy tudtok ennyi kritrétet összehozni, nekem miért nem sikerül soha? Az is megvan neki. Micsoda? Hogy csak C1-1? Megszoktam tőled, hogy minden C6 erőt. Na jó, azért nem. Ezt most nem tudom, miért oda kattintottam. Az very nice. Szokásos def az. A kötelező def az ott van. El is vitt egyet. Az is szép. 22% crit damage. Járja, azt néztük. Ezt úgy gyártottad, vagy ilyen mákod volt, hogy megkaptad a setből? Az nagyon kemény. Ha ezt így elmákoltad. Mert ez az off-piece-ed, azt látom. Nice, nice. Mennyi volt? 161. Ja, értem. Megkaptad? Hát beszarás. Nagyon kemény. Ja, nem tudom megnézni a C1-ét. Azt mindig elfelejtem, hogyha más playert nézek, akkor nem tudom megnézni a Constellation-t. Nekem meg nincs.
Paimon's having a bunch of fun filling up this aquarium. Since Sandrone doesn't mind, we should definitely catch some more
De gratulál
fishes.
hozzá, azért olyan gobletet kikapni. Pont amire szükséged van.
Hey, you two. Come over here.
Huh? Is everything all right?
Here. This is for you.
What is it?
It's an underwater mobility device I've been working on.
Huh? Wow! That's so kind of you, Sandrone.
It's just a
Nekem szinte
simple
összes
mechanical
karakteremen a
device.
goblet az úgy
I
lett
saw the way you were
gyártva.
catching fish and
Sokon a
how
korona
should I
is.
put this? It seemed somewhat unsophisticated. To be perfectly frank, I found it quite difficult to watch.
Bénák voltunk
It was
horgászatban.
inefficient, unskilled, and completely and utterly inelegant.
Sajnálom, hogy kitettünk ennek a látványnak.
No need to apologize. Everyone has their own ways of doing things. But seeing as you plan to keep adding to the aquarium, it
Több
might be
elementáros
best if
is
you
van,
use
azért ez
this
durva.
device. The waters of
Én, hogyha
Fontaine
nagy
are
nehezen
more than
kapok,
just
akkor
harmless
pont
ornamental
olyanokat,
fish.
amikre nem
There
nagyon
are
van
plenty of
szükség.
predators who could do you some real harm. This device will not only help you fish, it'll also help you flee.
Köszönöm szépen.
All right. Oh, and if you're going for a swim, go now. And don't forget to tell me what you think of the device. I can always make more adjustments if you have any feedback.
De én nem akartam most elmenni horgászni. Abszolút nem lesz időm a minigame-re, úgyhogy fantasztikus. Opera Treasure Chest, rajta vagyok, csak ne állíts meg. Ja, igen. Helyünk még bőven. Underwater Exploration. Várjál, és hol van az? Jó, jó, nem fogom kidobni, hülye vagy. Semmim nincs. De nem jelzi a térkép az Exploration-t is? Mert ez a kifelé vezető út. Emlékszek is én, hogy csináltam az elsőt. Na jó, az egy állat van itt. Jó, akkor ez volt az Exploration. Jól van, chill. Köszönöm szépen. Éj, rackóhunk, köszönöm szépen a raidet. Ja, vigyen ki. Mióta alkottál? Genshinben. Oké. Jó, phase van. Oké, megölök. Ja igen, complete commission, jó. Várj ide. Ja, azt is ide nem foglalkozunk vele. Úgy se lesz időm csinálni. Kérem a küldimet. Sajnos túl időigényes, és főleg, hogy 3 fiókon kéne belőle, a Primo nem fog menni. Egynél már elkezdtem, azon befejezem.
Ah, you're here. We should get going then. Xavier and the others should be filming soon.
Már ha betudom.
Have you managed to figure out the location of your home yet?
I've narrowed down a few potential locations. We just need to take a sample from each one. Once the equipment analyzes them, we should know the exact location and where to find the entrance.
We should get started then.
Akkor menjünk analizálni. Oh. Az egy nagy levél. Az egy elsüllyedt hajó.
Let's get a move on.
Jó étvágyat, Vitya. Köszi szépen, hogy beugrottál.
That
Hello,
should do
hello.
it. Let's head back. The filming should be just about done. We made good time. We might even know the location by the end of the day.
You sound pretty happy about that.
Do I? I suppose I've just had enough of these anomalies I've been dealing with. The sooner I can fix them, the better. Anyway, enough chit-chat. We have work to do.
Ki megszóltad.
Oh, but let's head in through the side
Na,
door.
jó
I don't want to
van,
run
akkor
into the crew on the deck.
egy hatékony stream volt. De talenteket ne emlegesd, mert most nekem annyit ki kell szednem, csaszkálok. És nincs mórám
Now we
rá.
just need to wait for the results. Since we
Mondjuk
have some time
szerintem
to
már
kill,
fel tudnám
I
húzni
suppose I
Bryce-lit
might as well
40-ig,
see
azt
how
meg
this
kéne
aquarium
ejtenem.
of yours is coming along. You seemed quite enthusiastic about it, after all.
It's really coming together.
Those we have lost. Oké. Nekem az a problémám, hogy... Ja, van 245, abban talán felhúzom Bryce-it 40-ig. Hogy ez megvan, mert át tudok váltani vagy 20 darabot. Ez nincs meg. És most ezt szedem ki a Battle Pass-ből is, de hát azok az 5 darabok, amiket ad, az semmi. Főleg, hogy kéket ad. És szeretném Csaszkát tripla koronázni. Megmondom őszintén. Úgyhogy... rengeteg mórára lesz szükségem. Na, Ridley, kérlek szépen, megérdemled te is a level 40-et, hogyha van rá keret. Van rá keret? Ja. Ott a vissünk. Ja. Kijött. Nagyjából soft pitire. Ez most az Art Conquest része.
I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Itt a klubban, ja. Csak nekem soha nem lesz felhúzva, mert nem lesz rá semmi.
These must be the ones
Túl
we
sok
caught the
csapat
first
van
time
még
we
terve,
went
mielőtt
underwater.
oda jutok, hogy Ridley.
Like it?
It's fine, I guess. Nothing special.
It sounded like you really liked it just now.
You're that
Azt hiszem
proud
eddig
of it?
csináltam meg az Art
Is this a sense
Conquest-et,
of accomplishment or something?
Yeah?
mert még azt az eladós helyet megnyitottam, de hozzá már nem nyúltam,
You
mert arra már
know
nem
it's
volt
gonna be
időm.
gone soon, though, right?
What do you mean?
After the festival, this ship will be returned to the fortress of Meropide, and this aquarium will be no more.
So?
So, no matter how much work you put into this place, once the festival is over, it's all just going to disappear.
Not making the most of it when we have the chance is an even bigger waste.
But if you know it's all going to be gone one day, why even bother?
Well, because
Because you still get to keep the things you gain along the way. And those are things that can never be replaced.
Doesn't that make losing them even harder?
well, if you put it like that,
Benne
the
igazság.
memories we make along the way last forever. You just have to take a more glass half full perspective. Not to mention, everything we do here is going to be on film, so it'll still live on in some shape or form.
And
Ja,
when
itt
you
is
look
fognak
back on it,
forgatni.
only happy memories will come to mind.
Exactly.
So it's about finding joy in the process.
Traveler! You're back already?
What's wrong with that? You say that like it's terrible news or something.
How did you get here? I didn't see you on the deck. Oh, never mind. We need to help Miss Guillotin hide ASAP.
Igen.
The crew
Ez
is coming over
beillant,
here
hogy
to
volt
shoot
itt
in a
valami
second.
jelenet.
What? They should be done by now.
There was a mishap earlier that cost them some time. I was waiting on deck so I could warn you the minute you showed up. Anyway, you should head back to the captain's cabin right away. They're gonna be here any minute now. Ugh.
Finally! That's a wrap for the scenes on the deck. Wouldn't have taken half as long if the wind hadn't snapped our equipment in two.
Uh-oh, too late.
Change of plans
Nadia.
then. You'll just have to hide.
És Florind.
And where exactly am I supposed to do that?
Oh, there's a box over there. You can get in that.
Huh? You expect me to?
Do I need my makeup done for the next scene too?
For the love of...
Let me see. Maybe just a quick touch-up.
Traveler and Paimon? What are you doing here? I thought you took the day off to take care of something.
Huh? Oh, well, it didn't take as long as
Gyorsak
we were
voltunk.
expecting, so we came back early. What about you guys? You're still not done shooting for the day?
No, we ran into an issue that, set us back. It meant Miss Charlotte's crew wasn't able to wrap either. We both still have scenes to shoot in this aquarium.
Oh, that's not ideal. For several reasons. Let us help then. The sooner we wrap, the sooner everyone can get some rest.
All right.
Thanks, you two.
Miss Charlotte's crew can go first then. If I'm not mistaken, you still have a night shoot later.
Thanks, Director Farina!
Of course. Fellow artists should help each other out where we can.
Agreed. Well then, camera, lights, get set up. Actors, give your lines a quick once-over. Let's try to get this in one take.
Let's go.
All right, places, everyone! And 3, 2, 1, action!
So, the story ends like this. But when Duke Saint Germanus departed, he clearly said that everything was beyond redemption.
Huh?
Persze, Lackó, köszi, hogy beugrottál.
Wait, it's from that novel I came across while
Kellemes
researching the
programot.
numerological array.
He's only a genius when it comes to mechanics. And everything else, he's just an ordinary person.
Huh? What was that noise? Whatever, I'll just fix it in post.
Miss Jacoba, please don't speak as if I were the accomplice.
Gina?
Not so hard. This box isn't sturdy enough for that.
This is why I keep saying, don't put too much trust in Clockwork Mecha. Unlike humans, machines don't have a heart.
A heart?
That's right. It's what's on the inside. It's also referred to as someone's soul, or likened to free will. You can think of it as a person's core, what makes them unique. In general, though, people don't believe machines are capable of having a soul.
You said my emotion module was faultless.
It is, but that's not quite the same thing.
Do you think I have one then? A heart?
I don't think so. I know so. The question is, do you recognize it within yourself?
That's where you're wrong.
I can't believe this. Forcing me to hide in a box and listen to this drivel. Me.
In the end,
Mit el nem kell
clocks
viselni a
tick through
szegénynek?
tranquil years. Fish swim in crystalline springs. No matter how grand a dream is, it will fade away like this. Forlorn, wordless, silent.
And cut. Whew, that was a long one. What did you think?
If she makes them do another take, I'm going to flip a lid. And not just the one to this box.
Oh, there were some weird audio things going on, but acting-wise, it was great. It's a keeper.
Perfect. That means
I can get out of this box.
Nem, mert lesz
our
még egy
turn.
jelenet.
Camera operator, set up for the next scene. In this one, our protagonist peruses an aquarium in a foreign land and gets swept up in memories of her friend. So, in terms of lighting, that's the vibe we're going for. Got that?
Shoot. Paimon thought there'd be a break and Zandroni could slip away.
Most
break a leg.
kicsit ki kell tartania.
We're headed off to shoot our next scene.
Bye bye.
All right, quiet on set. We're about to start rolling. Ready, Miss Columbina? Miss Columbina?
I think she would like this.
We should roll on this.
It doesn't forage with the others, or prey upon its smaller kin. Instead, it remains where it is, cradled in the coral's quiet beauty, as though the raging cyclones above are of no consequence. And yet, she still stood before the cyclone in the end. So I think that story has it wrong. She is no different than us. She has a heart.
Columbina.
Elszóltad magad.
Uh-oh, is she onto us?
What is she doing?
Cut! You okay, Columbina?
Itt hova tűnt Sandrona?
Why don't we take a short break?
Nem abba a dobozba
It's been
volt?
a long day of shooting so far. That last take was beautifully organic, though. We can use it as is. No need to go again.
Thanks, Director Farina. But I'm fine to continue.
You're sure? In that case, let's shoot some quick B-roll. Then we can move to our next outdoor scene.
Sandrona soha nem jut ki innen.
Ugh, absolutely suffocating.
You okay,
Jó, túloldalon volt.
Right as rain. Come on, let's go check the
De
test
akkor
results.
Columbina miért... Nem, hogy van ez? Navia azon az oldalon dőlt neki a szekrény doboznak, és abban volt Sandrona. Mire Columbina oda ment a dobozhoz, a másik dobozba volt? Én nem tudtam, hogy itt van Lini
It's
is.
time for me to go home.
Megcsinálta megint a swapot. Na ez már új. Ezt már nem csináltam a másikon. Bár a kontextusom túl sok nem volt a másik fiókon, mert úgy pörgettem, ahogy csak tudtam.
All right, it should be around here. Give me some space. I'll activate the water insulating mechanism.
The what?
Hélène, much like Renee, had long predicted that the water levels in Fontaine would rise.
Hát nem
Thanks to
voltak
his
buták.
expertise in mechanics, he was able to implement a few simple measures to protect our home from flooding. I told him there was no need, that I would just move when the water rose too high. But it would seem he knew a day like this would come.
Nem mintha akadály lenne neked a víz.
All right, the silt has been cleared away. Go activate the mechanism for the first sluice gate. That will fill the empty middle chamber with water. All right, now turn on the drainage mechanism in front of the second sluice gate, and this chamber will become empty once again.
Nice. De eszembe jutott, hogy van egy visám. Hát kapok még egy csicsit. Mert is már 70-hez közelítünk. Hát ez nem csicsi. Egy Razer. Yay! Mire emlékeztet engem ez a hely? Jaj, szerintem Sumeruban valamelyik barlangban volt ilyen hasonló felépítés, hogy egy ilyen kis kert egy házzal.
This is where you used to
Gondolom
live.
valamelyik Aranaránál.
Beautiful. There's even a garden.
Ne, a kertető Sumeruba! Az jut eszembe
Back when
róla.
I lived here, it was my job to tend to the potted plants and flower beds. Still growing strong even after all this time. Who would have thought? If the weather was nice, I would take Alen out in his wheelchair and we would go for a walk. Before long, we started bringing Polonia along too. Come to think of it, I was the only one who could get around easily back then. Polonia always got stuck at some point, and it was up to me to launch a rescue mission.
Ezek boldog emlékeknek hangzanak.
Happy. I suppose they were. Uneventful, but pleasant. Repetitive, but peaceful. It was like living in a world where time didn't exist. Of course, that was all just an illusion. Death still awaits all of us at the end.
Oh,
right, enough standing around. Let's head inside.
Menjünk be. Már halúzok. Azt hittem, ládát láttam. De nem.
Yep, this place is exactly how I left it. Nothing has changed.
Tényleg, Sandrone, valamit vissza akarok adni neked.
What is it?
A jegyzeteid.
Huh? How did you get... Oh, Arlecchino gave it to you, didn't she? And you... read the whole thing. Just so you know, a lot of that was written a long time ago. At that very desk, to be exact. Anyway, since you've already read it, you should just hold on to it.
Szia,
I
Ramonian.
can always start a new one. Well, feel free to look around. I'm going to start looking for the gift Elen mentioned. Oh,
Why,
but
that's
be
Sandrone?
careful with the stuff around here. I'm not saying you can't touch anything. Just try not to choke on the dust.
Oké.
A warm hearth.
Meg vagyunk sérülve, Worldboss Challenge-nek megvolt az ára.
Oh, I played with these when I was little. During the first few months after I was created, I mean. At first, Elen and I would play together, but it didn't take long for me to become unbeatable. So, Polonia and I played together instead.
Yeah. These don't look like Paimon's kind of games.
Logic and math puzzles? Those happen
Ó,
to be my
erre
specialty.
gondolsz. Jaj, ezt gyűlölöm, ehhez hülye vagyok. Ez az, amikor úgy kell átraknod az egész kupacot, hogy mindig csak nagyobbra pakolhatsz. Ezt gyűlölöm, ebbe sose voltam jó.
It's been so long. What do you
Mindig
say?
eljutok
Should we play
félútig,
a few
aztán meg
rounds?
vagyok lőve. Válasz játékot.
Let's go with this one.
Persze.
The gears on the left are
Gondoltam.
stacked from largest to smallest. The goal is to move them to the other side in the fewest number of moves. Just remember, you can't stack a bigger gear on top of a smaller one.
Ah. Fuck. Tudok kettőt együtt mozgatni? Nem. Nem, ezért gyűlölöm, mert ha lehetne kettőt együtt mozgatni. Jó, és eddig jutottam, és akkor innentől... Az a baj, hogy innentől ezt hogy rakom át? Várjál. De, megoldjuk. Megoldjuk. Valahogy. Úgy. Ó, bakker. Jó, bakker, várjál. Uha. Valahogy megoldjuk. Öcsém, szerintem ezt életemben először csináltam meg ezt a puzzle-t.
My first attempt was the same. You'll get better with practice.
Nem érdekes, Sandrone, nekem már ez is achievement, hogy egyszer megcsinálta ezt.
Well, what did you think of the game?
Nem szokott türelmem lenni hozzá. Hát még azért nehéz
These
volt.
kinds of puzzles aren't for everyone. I suppose my upbringing wasn't exactly conventional in that sense.
Nem semmi. Pagoda Stack, ja, az a neve.
Oh, these are some of Elen's drafts from his later years. Just casual doodles, really. And these are just some unimportant letters. I couldn't be bothered to sort through them before I left.
Oké, tehát semmi fontos, mi? Kép. Ó, ez... Ó, bakker, mi a nevük? Basszus, ne tudjátok meg most, hogy pörög az agyam, de nem emlékszem. Azért már vagy fél év eltelt, mióta a Narcissan Kreuzot csináltam.
The people in this picture look kind of familiar.
Oh, this was taken when Alen and Renee were both still at the Fontaine Research Institute. Before their falling out. In his later
Mindegyik
years,
ismerős nekem,
Alen would
csak
often sit by the fireplace
nem
and
emlékszem
stare at
melyik
this
csoda.
picture, wearing an expression somewhere between guilt and longing.
Mert láttam már több képet ezekről a
He said
játékban.
he sometimes regretted not helping his friend when he needed it most. Even if just to stop him.
Csak fő látszik fél év is elég volt, hogy elfelejtsem a legfontosabb neveket Fontaineben. Na mindegy. Jó, ez olyan, hogy Sumeruba is egy csomó nevet elfelejtettem.
This was Alen's workbench. Later on, of course, it became mine. It's where both Polonia and I were brought to life. Before Alen was bedbound, this is where he would teach me about mechanics. I would sit and listen, chiming in with questions here and there. Later on, when he got too sick, I took over and would work on Polonia here.
Wow! This house is filled with so many memories! It's so cozy!
Ebben a házban készült el Sandrone is, és Pulónia is. Na, lassan beszélni se tudok.
You should have seen it in its prime, when people actually lived here. A lit fireplace, a steaming cup of coffee. That's the real deal. You know, we also used to have a mechanical piano that Alen built.
Ooh! How chic!
Alen never played it much.
Chic.
He probably wasn't able to at that point. But I managed to teach myself. Music theory is essentially math after all. Once you learn the patterns, it's not really that difficult. I loved perusing Alen's collection of classical music. The chords and harmonies felt like individual mathematical puzzles. It was fascinating. So I did some composing as well. But as Alen continued to deteriorate,
Micsoda muzsikus
even
lélek
the
ez a
sound of music
marionett.
began to grate on his nerves. So I got rid of the piano.
Aww.
Back then, I assumed a piano was like an ordinary clothing rack. Commonplace in every home and easily replaceable.
Köszi a
It
kedvelést,
was
Dávid,
only after
TikTokon
I
is.
left that I realized how hard a good piano is to find. Enough about that. Alen's gift should be just in here. The only things undisturbed before I left were a few of his personal belongings.
Oké. Na. Ellen a szobája.
Wait, there's a hidden compartment at the back of this box. Looks like it's locked with some kind of gear mechanism. Knowing you, Ellen, I'm guessing it goes like this, then like this. Got it. Am I a genius or
Of
what?
course you are.
Let's see here. A box?
Well, you gonna open it?
Mi van a dobozban?
It's heavier than I was expecting.
Remélem nem egy cukorka, ami ad egy teljes szintet.
A letter? And a bunch of junk underneath it. None of it seems that important. Wait a second. This should be it.
Na,
A cube?
It's a multi-dimensional algorithmic core. Elen would use it to store information. Only Polonia and I have access.
Ó,
All right. I'll start looking into the core and the letter.
milyen fura
Feel free to go
Winchestereik
through the
voltak
rest
annak.
of the stuff and see if there's anything useful.
Vagyis Tibetben.
Okay.
Nem csak annó.
Hold on. There's another picture in here. This one has writing on the back.
Ah,
A snapshot of you playing among the plants shortly after you were born. You seem to like these flowers a lot. May you grow and flourish just as they do.
újszülött Sandrone.
Wow! Look how happy you are in this picture. You've changed a lot since then, huh?
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that you come off kind of aggressive sometimes. Or, you know, annoyed at everyone around you.
Well then, people should stop being so annoying. It's not like I'm the one with the problem.
Of course not. Oh, here's something else. Looks like a piece of paper torn out from somewhere. Today, I solved another math puzzle and made a breakthrough on a construction problem the Institute has been stuck on for years. Am I a genius or what?
No, wait, that's
From now on, I should have people address me as Her Highness the Clockwork Princess, unraveler of all reason.
Ez igen.
No, nope. No more of that. I thought I tore this page out.
You wrote this?
Akkor is megvolt már az egója.
There's more writing at the bottom.
You seem to have developed a distaste for this particular entry, considering I found it in the trash. I'm sorry, but I could not help but hold on to it. Forgive me.
Helen! Don't be embarrassed. Everyone goes through a phase like that.
Nonsense. I wasn't even the one who wrote that. It must have been Polonia.
Értem ő felsége.
That's enough. I told you it was Polonia. You know what? We're done with this. No more rifling around in the box. Just put it down and let me read the letter. To my little clockwork princess.
Gondolom Polóniának szól.
Oh, not another word. Got that?
Rekecsegek vagyunk.
If you're reading this,
You've most likely received the gift I left for you. I just hope you didn't stumble across all this while cleaning out my effects or something trivial like that. I once asked if there was something you wished for. Do you remember that? I wonder if time has changed your answer. Regardless, I have another gift. A formula that will allow you to come face to face with the anomaly inside of you. If you even still call her that.
Okay.
Why this gift? To understand that, allow me to wax poetic on the soul
Ezután
once
jön
again.
majd Snezsnája, igen,
I would ask
következő
you to stick with
patchben.
me until the end, but I know you will. You always have. I believe a person should be born twice over in their lifetime. First, there's the birth that grants us life. Then, the birth of the soul. It's a matter of transforming the life bestowed upon us into the life we choose for ourselves. And to do that, we must look inward. We must make a conscious choice to define the meaning of our life, instead of allowing the happenstance of our existence to pass us by. This is the process of recognizing the soul that lives within us. You are my proudest masterpiece. I told you that long ago. But to me, you have never been a creation or a machine. To me, you're just like the rest of us. You have a heart. In fact, some theories think of the human brain as nothing more than a machine, and thought the product of its computations. So you see, perhaps we're not so different after all. Your inner machinery is just far more advanced than most. No matter how one looks at it, the heart is a complex thing, a place where logic and reason collide with our emotions. Your computational capacity allowed you to become sentient and develop logical reasoning. But it also granted you something that, on the surface, might seem contradictory. Emotion. Emotions and logic often clash with each other, and those instances of discord can accumulate over time. That is the source of what you refer to as the anomalies within you. As you told me once, you've always known what you don't want. Yet you've never wished for anything in particular, similar to how a blind person can feel when a part of their body is in pain without being able to fully visualize its form. Such is your relationship with your soul. So, what I leave you now is this: a formula that will allow you to see the shape of your soul. For if you want to protect your heart, you must first be able to recognize it within yourself.
Szkołaj.
Of course. Whether you use it is entirely up to you. You are, and always have been, free to do as you wish, regardless, whether by my formula or some other means. I trust you will know your heart one day. You always were a fast learner. And the smartest person I've ever known. Ellen. Oh.
Jól vagy?
I'm fine. I've already figured out how this formula works. Let's get out of here and then we can use it.
You made up your mind already? You're gonna do it?
Why wouldn't I? Resolving the anomalies within my core is the reason I came here in the first place.
Kell segítség?
No, I can do this on my own.
Oké. Hercegnő.
But, what do you mean? I already know what anomaly I need to resolve. Like Alen said, she's an amalgamation of all the times my logic algorithms have clashed with my emotions.
And by resolve, you mean that literally? Or...
Yes.
But if you, let us in like that, wouldn't that mean letting us see a bunch of your, you know, inner thoughts and secrets?
If what Alen said is true, then I'm about to be, born anew. Or whatever. This is your chance to be lucky enough to witness
Whatever.
it. Besides, you already read my whole diary. When it comes to keeping my innermost thoughts to myself, well, I think that ship has sailed.
You're really sure about this?
How many times do I have to say it? I finally let you in as, friends, and you want to question it. I'm not gonna offer a second time.
Megtiszteltetés lenne.
Enough with the mushy stuff. Just follow me.
Szóval Sandrone meg fogja találni a szívét.
Right. With the numerological array,
Hát
I
azt
can
nem tudom.
construct a simple formula that will allow you to experience what I see
Annyira
and
nem
hear
vagyok
in
képbe
real time.
különböző fejlesztőkkel.
Oh, just like St. Lolly's sense sharing technique. Been there, done that.
Sounds like that shaman has some tricks up her sleeve. The arcane and the mathematical are both fundamental laws of this world. Being able to achieve a similar result through both isn't surprising. Anyway, let's get this show on the road. But
Okay.
no comments from the peanut gallery, okay? I know I offered, but I still don't want any interruptions.
Én csendben leszek. Paimon nevében nem tudok beszélni. Benne vagyunk Sandrone gondolataiban.
Is this my heart? No, it's probably just the result of Alen's formula. A space dedicated to resolving anomalies. Huh. But it looks like the walls are all... mirrors? You made it. About time. Is that me? From the past. You just spoke of anomalies. Well, here I am. What happens when emotion contradicts reason? Shall we sit down and talk?
Ha. Ez komoly.
That should do it. Hello? My name is Alain Guillotin. Can you hear me?
Brings back memories, doesn't it? The time we spent here.
Here. I want you to have this.
A notebook?
You can use it to write things down.
Kezd fájni a fejem, lehet, hogy vittem a reget.
I don't need to write things down. I have unlimited memory.
Even so, some things are more important than others, right? You can use it to write about the things that matter.
So you wish me to carry out a basic priority sorting operation?
I suppose you can think of it like that for now. But journaling is also an act of finding oneself. Much like we use wooden stakes to guide a plant to grow in a certain manner, what we choose to write down gives the soul much-needed direction. In the act of choosing what to forget and what to hold on to, we decide what kind of person we want to become.
I don't understand. Like I said earlier, I don't need something like this. This is where we were born. Where our life began. Mornings of tending to the garden. Afternoons spent cleaning, reading, or studying. Evenings of cozying up by the fire, listening to Alain share stories about his past. Alain.
What is it?
What are you drinking?
Oh, this? It's coffee. It, makes me more productive.
Me too, bro, me too.
I want to try it.
Oh, okay. Here.
Bitter. Speaking of, why did you design me with senses? Taste, smell, touch.
Well, I'm not quite sure. It just felt like the right thing to do. I suppose I hoped you might have a life of your own one day, and that you deserve to experience all life has to offer.
Oh. Still bitter. But the smell is nice. I thought those peaceful days would go on forever. You know that's not possible. Maybe. But how was I supposed to know the end was just around the corner? That was just bad luck. Was it? Well, it certainly became a pattern, now didn't it?
Tulajdonképpen Ellen elrejtett benne
Over time, one of the habits we
ilyen,
picked up from Ellen was a love of coffee.
hát
We even took to
érzelmeket, ha
hosting
úgy
tea
vesszük,
parties.
és mivel viszont robot, ezért ő logikát követi, nem az érzelmeket, és az ajándéka része Ellennek az, hogy ebben az űrben a formula által meg tud egyezni az érzéseivel, vagy fel tudja ismerni őket, vagy el tudja fogadni, vagy nem
A
tudom.
machine acting like a human.
És hogy akkor ezáltal
laughable,
megtalálja a
right?
szívét.
I suppose that's just what I'm used to. Yeah, that's just what we're used to.
Hey, this place isn't half bad. Great spot for a party.
More and more people seem to be showing up to my tea parties uninvited. Anyone care to explain?
Can you blame me? I saw Columbina leading Capitano somewhere, and I had to see what that was about.
I had simply asked Columbina where I might find Arlecchino. I have business to discuss with her, and Columbina suggested looking here. Tartaglia and I were unaware that this was a private gathering. Apologies for the intrusion. It won't be for long.
Whatever. Just add it to the list of annoying things that have happened today. What's one more? Since you're here, you might as well stay for a cup of tea.
See? Told you she wouldn't mind.
Much obliged, Sandrone.
Well, look who we have here. Good thing I brought extra desserts. This has turned into quite the occasion. Capitano, I was just about to go find you.
Pardon the intrusion. Rest assured, I won't sully your gathering
Kész
with
Harbinger
talk of work.
gyűlés.
We can have our discussion later.
Spoken like a true gentleman. A certain unmannered 11th seat could learn a thing or two.
You know, you really should start being nicer to me, Rosaline. Or I might just snatch that 8th seat right out from under you.
I'd like to see you try.
If you're gonna fight, take it outside. The only mess I plan on cleaning up is tea-related. I still don't understand how our quiet afternoon turned into such a crowded gathering. One by one, people just kept barging in. And then one by one, they left without a word. Yeah, pretty annoying, huh?
Uh-oh.
Of all my days with the Fatui, the times I spent with you, Arlecchino, and Rosaline, they were my favorite. Goodbye, Sandrone.
Don't go, Columbina. We should have just said that. Why didn't we? If we had, would the story have had a different ending? She couldn't stay. There was no future for her here. She would have just faded away. You're right. I suppose that's why
Érdekes,
you
hogy
call me
próbálja
an
meggyőzni a
anomaly.
múltbéli érzéseit.
Every time you make a decision, there's a voice inside your heart. My voice. Asking to contradict all logic and reason. Why didn't we make her stay? Is it worse to fight for something just to lose it? Or not to have fought at all? Don't you find it unfair? One by one, we keep losing the things we care about the most. But in the end, whether I want to fight for something or cry over all we've lost, you just push it down and pretend not to hear. And now, even Polonia, the other half of Alen's legacy, the last remaining member of our family, even Polonia is no longer with us. I did everything I could, but it's just like Alen always said. Polonia was one of a kind. There was no replicating what he managed to create. Don't you feel like our connection to the past is fading bit by bit? Like, even the things we have left are slowly slipping away. I suppose, but you can't move through life without having to say goodbye. And even as we experience loss, there are always new things to be gained. Ever so logical. What's your take, then? It feels like the more I care about something, the faster the world takes it away. It sounds so stupid, but I can't help it. That's the hand life has dealt me time and time again. Why even fight for something that's just going to be lost in the end? Better to never have had it at all. Better if it would all just disappear. Dark, I know. But the heart wants what it wants. Maybe the stellar linchpin appeared because of me. Because of what I wish for. I don't think so. Yeah, probably not. What an anomaly wants goes against all logic and reason after all. Well, go ahead and do what you came for. You're here to resolve the anomaly, aren't you?
Yes. What's it gonna be? Keeping me imprisoned here like before? Or eliminating me entirely? Like debugging a code? That might actually be a mercy. I don't care. I just don't want to experience the pain of loss ever again. Go ahead. I'm ready.
Oh.
Why do we keep losing everything we care about? I know it hurts, but that's life. I wish... I know. I've always known. Because we've been one all along.
Végül befogadta az anomáliát, amelyet ugye elpusztította volna. És így lettek érzelmei Sandronének, értem.
Sandrone? I'm fine. It's okay to cry.
Mármint, hogy mostantól, mert eddig annyira nem. Eddig csak akkor fény lett fel benne érzelem, amikor az anomália aktiválódott benne.
Cry? You've gotta be kidding me. Save the comforting for someone who needs it, Paimon. The emotional side of my core algorithm. My emotion module has always been fully developed and operational. Elen tried to tell me that too. I've just chosen to ignore her voice all this time.
A veszteségtől való félelem miatt?
I suppose. Come to think of it, it's kind of like the aquarium on the ship. The aquarium? The old me took one look at it and saw something I would inevitably lose. So I stopped putting in the effort. Then, one by one, the fish all swam away, and the place became even more bleak and depressing. Pretty pathetic, right?
Don't say that! A lot of people would feel the same. It just shows how much you care about what you have.
És most hogy érzel?
Now? After seeing what you've done with the aquarium, I have to admit. I think it's beautiful. It's like you said.
Köszönjük
We get
szépen.
to keep the things
Igaz,
we
sok
gain
munkát nem
along the way.
tettem bele.
And those are things that can never be replaced. Because we choose to hold them in our hearts.
Well said!
Besides, I've already died once. I'd be stupid not to make the most of this second chance.
És mi a kívánságod?
Earlier you, or your inner self, mentioned something about her wish. What was it?
You think that's something you can just ask and I'll tell you? Think again.
Persze,
I may have
titkolozz még
accepted
előttük.
my emotional self, but I'm not about to go all soft and mushy on the inside and pour my heart out.
Hozok be gyorsan ücsit. De jó, pont egy hasonló.
That said, taking a step in the right direction
Yes,
couldn't
ma'am.
hurt. Starting with cleaning some old aquarium tanks of my own. Huh? Metaphorically speaking, I mean. Come on, let's head back to the ship. I need to talk to that shaman.
Láttam volna már előbb is ügysér, de elég fontos infók voltak. Nem pagodázok. Nem, köszönöm szépen, egyszer elég volt. Kösz Wallace. Oh fuck, de föntre megyek, vagy? Nem, életemben először csináltam meg. Nekem ez is elég volt, köszönöm szépen a lehetőséget.
Huh? Resentful lost souls?
You couldn't get comfortable sleeping near the Opera Epicles, right? Well, I bet that's why. The Fountain of Lucine is where all the water in Fontaine gathers. So that's where the emotions within the water converge as well.
Hold on. If it's souls we're dealing with, feeling uncomfortable should have been just the beginning. I should have been able to hear their voices or something.
And
under normal circumstances, I'm sure someone of your talents would have. The problem is, these souls are no longer complete.
Remind me how they ended up like that again? You mentioned something about them being split apart?
Yes, it's called soul severing. Renee of the Nartsitzenkreuz Ordo came up with it. After learning of Fontaine's impending doom, Renee thought if he could find a means for the soul to live on in perpetuity, it might ensure the world's salvation. Soul severing was the first step of his research. Unfortunately, his theory of the four orthants was imperfect at the time, and a failure along the way caused his physical form to dissipate. Jakob, another member of the Nartsitzenkreuz Ordo, sought to carry on Renee's legacy and restore his physical form. He even used some of the people who stood in his way as test subjects for his research.
By severing their souls?
Yes. After Renee successfully awakened, the two continued their research, and all the severed souls ended up merging into Renee's consciousness. After you saved Fontaine by turning Fontainians into true humans, these souls returned to the ley lines. But the souls severed before Renee awakened had nowhere to go, doomed to forever wander the waters of Fontaine as listless spirits.
Almost as if they exist outside the bounds of this world. Unrecognized by the ley lines or fate.
Not only that, but over time, they began to fuse with other entities. Their inner resentment lured in all sorts of evil beings, which corrupted and defiled them into nothing more than accumulations of filth. But the full transformation must have been recent. Otherwise, the Udex surely would have noticed. Wait, no, he must know already. That would explain the underwater Melazine patrols. No wonder I kept running into officers from the Mara Chaussee Phantom earlier. In that case, let's go find Nervalette and we can sort it out together. No, not just yet. Why not? For one, the diplomatic castle alone would be a nightmare. Even though I haven't reported back to Snezhnaya yet, I'm not planning to leave the Fatui anytime soon. Besides, with me here, success is a done deal. Involving other people would just complicate things. All I need is for Miss Lolly to help pinpoint the location of this monstrosity. Think you can do it?
Érdekes.
With my eyes
Jaj, még
closed.
autón vagyok.
This is what I do. I'm a lot better at it than manning a desk, at least.
Valami rémlik a Narcissenkreuzos küldiből erről a sztoriról, de már halványak az emlékek, de hogy Renének volt egy olyan kísérlete, amiben szétszedte az emberek lelkét és a sajátjába olvasztotta, aztán a sok tört lélek most Sandrona helyett, vagy Sandrona szerint összefúzionált más lényekkel is, és valami szörnyeteget teremtett. És valószínűleg ezért vannak most a víz alatt is meluzinok járőrözni, mert hogy Nubilett is észrevette, hogy valami új született, amivel vigyázni kell.
How exactly do you plan on resolving this soul stuff? Even to me, there's no obvious answer. Seems pretty complicated, all things considered.
Just trust
Most
me.
Szitlari segítségét kérjük, hogy megkeresse nekünk, hol vannak összetömörülve ezek a lelkek.
Alright. If you're that confident, we'll follow your lead.
Minden szár összeér a végén.
Why the sudden interest in helping Fontaine?
Na, az a helyzet, hogy amúgy a
You
Narcissus
never knew
Cross
we made
küldi,
it
az marha
together,
jó volt lore
right?
szempontjából, de annyira sok lore volt benne, hogy a töredéke maradt csak meg nekem.
No, I
Főleg, hogy egy
didn't.
néma
And
küldetés
you're
sorozatról
right. This
beszélünk.
problem has nothing to do with me. I wouldn't get within 10
Így
feet of
ugye
the Narcissus
kevésbé
Court's
rögzültek a
order or its
dolgok.
members. But in his later years, Elen told me he regretted not helping his best friend when he needed it the most. He also felt sorry towards Marianne.
Főleg, hogy az
for being
összes
too
tagra
lost in his
kitért a
mechanical
küldetés
research to
sorozat,
look
hogy
after her properly.
ki mit csinált, meg hogy zajlott le az élete,
If he were
miket
still
ért
with
el,
us,
aztán
I
elég
think he'd do the
részletesen
same.
ráadásul.
He might have a few choice words to say about it, but even after everything, he wouldn't leave his friend's mess for someone else to clean up. Friends shouldn't hold grudges or leave behind regrets. Fixing what happened between him and Renee was one of his
Ja.
wishes. All I'm doing is fulfilling it in his stead.
Arra nem emlékszem, hogy amikor... Mert ezt később láttam végigjátszásban, és tudom, hogy amikor Sandro-néval összefutunk, valamikor Notcry-ban, akkor odaadjuk neki a képet a Narcissus Crossról, csak nem emlékszem, hogy én nekem akkor már meg volt-e csinálva. Mert... Nem tudom, hogy mi adtunk-e képet, hogy ez egy ilyen opció volt, ami csak akkor történik meg, hogyha már teljesítetted a Narcissus Crossot. Tök durva, hogy ilyeneket is beleraktak különben. És nem emlékszem, hogy ez már magamnál láttam, vagy valaki másnál. Ja.
You mean everything that just happened wasn't for nothing? Why, thank you for pointing out the obvious.
Prerequisite volt? Biztos? Mert láttam olyat is, akinél meg nem volt ez a jelenet. Szerintem nem volt. Az a baj, hogy nem tudom, mert ugye még Fontaine-nek az utolsó takarításait csináltam, amikor Notcry-ba ment az Archon Quest, és a World Quest-ekkel el voltam maradva, nem tudom, hogy a Narcissus Cross-szal hogy álltam. Fájban ezt takarítani az
Just
akváriumokat.
washing off the grime of the past. Turns out, a lot can build up after being ignored for so long.
What's this about aquarium tanks all of a sudden? They go off on some
Semmi szét,
grand
vagy csak
adventure and
félrebeszélek.
what? Now they have their own private code? Stupid.
All right then, Seat Lolly. Tracking this thing down is up to you.
Huh? Oh, right. No problem.
You get this, Granny Eatsley!
You got this, Granny, it's silly.
You, come with me to Hotel de Boer for a drink. Right now.
Te most randira hívsz?
Why? Because I said so, Miss Guillotin. I'll report back on the location tomorrow morning. Just need a drink or two first to bolster me up.
Well, don't let me keep you.
All right, you. Time to go. I've got scores that need settling.
Huh?
Bakker, alig van időm. Belefér az Akt 3 20 percbe? Valahogy nem tudom elképzelni. Jó, hogy ez csak másnap kell.
Time to meet up with Sandrone! Wonder if
Köbö,
Seat Lolly
igen.
was able to pinpoint the location.
Akkor most szaladni kell. És én még naívan azon gondolkodtam, hogy ha véletlenül marad idő,
All works out.
akkor még megcsinálom a színházat is.
Seat Lolly sure drank a lot last night, huh? Wonder if she's even awake.
Nem tudom, hol lesz. Az a baj, hogy már múlnak az emlékeim.
Sure know how to make an entrance. What are you doing here?
We just finished filming a last-minute scene, so I came up to get some fresh air.
Karmutogatásra most nem is emlékszem.
The others are still down below discussing what the final scene should be.
Az is lehet, hogy félbe voltam a küldivel.
You mean, how it should end?
Nem tudom.
Yes.
Nem tudom
They're
már.
torn between whether the heroine should reunite with her old friend or not.
Ah, because the whole point is that she came to her friend's homeland to search for her, right? Oh, I'm on
Ja.
Yes.
Hát én még
Director
akkor még
Farina was
nagyba
worried that the
gyűjtöttem a
tragic
primót,
ending
ami
where the
még
two
volt a
never meet would be
játékban.
more poignant.
Mondjuk még ott
But
van a
director
Frost Moon,
Xavier thinks having the two reunite
de hogy arra
would
is
make for a
mikor
more
lesz időm.
touching and heartwarming ending.
És mit gondolsz?
Me? I'm not sure. On a
Nem
personal
tudják
level,
eldönteni, mi legyen a film
of
vége.
course I want to see her again. Of course I want to experience that moment where we reunite. Even if it's just for the cameras. But that means an actor would have to take her place. And that makes me feel...
Hát ez nem lenne ugyanezért. Ne stresszelj rajta.
Huh?
Yeah, don't look so worried. Making a film is supposed to be fun. But besides, it's all gonna work out. You can trust Paimon on that.
Paimon, ne árulkodj.
Work out? How?
Well, you know.
Majd meglátod.
Exactly.
Okay, I trust you. I'll just focus on having fun for now.
Well, look who we have here. Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, the lighting specialist and clapper loader that never were.
Yeah. We kinda went AWOL, didn't we?
Seriously, don't worry about it. Everything's going smoothly on our end, so just do what you need to do.
Köszönjük a megértést.
You seem to be in better spirits now, Miss Columbina. I apologize if our earlier discussion put you on the spot.
It's okay. I'm fine now. The Traveler and Paimon talked me through it.
So, what are your
Igazából
thoughts on the
belegondolok,
ending then?
már Sumeru óta rengeteg
Reunite
World Questnek
or not?
elvesztek az információi az agyamban, mert
We should...
Sumeruba is, Fontainebe is és Netlandbe is annyira mély lore volt, hogy képtelen vagyok már megjegyezni mindent. Netlen az full homály, azt szinte végig speedrunoltam, pedig ott is aztán rengeteg nagyon fontos info elhangzott. Azt szinte végig speedrunoltam, amikor próbáltam felzárkózni.
We're here.
Oh, right on time.
Akkor még kicsit jobban volt időm a Genshinre, mert még nem volt az NTL, azóta viszont meg vagyok lőve.
Oh, yeah.
Egyikre
We
sincs
weren't the
elég
ones who
időm.
drank our weight in alcohol yesterday.
What? Are you suggesting Granny can't handle her liquor? It takes a lot more than that to get me drunk.
Really? 'Cause, you stopped making sense after a while.
Ja, hát ez szokás.
Did I? Huh. News to me. I didn't say anything too crazy, I hope.
Let's see. You spent half an hour bad-mouthing Auroron, half an hour complaining about work, an hour talking about light novels, and,
Jó hosszú ételezás volt
sleep
akkor.
after that.
Are they gone?
Oh, the crew? Yeah, we bumped into them on the deck, but they just left. Wait, but now that everything with your core is sorted out, what's stopping you from seeing Columbina? She misses you a lot.
I just want to deal with this mess first. Besides, this is a perfect chance to make her jump for once. I have to plan it out more. But enough about that. Were you able to pinpoint the location of our target?
Of course.
Mindjárt egy kicsit más lett egyébként Sandronének a hangvétele.
Great, let's see. Morte region. Wait, this is the Tower of Gestalt, the place the souls were severed. Is that the source of the resentment? Or is it the Narcississenkreuz Ordo in general?
Let me come with. This thing's movement isn't fixed. If it's not at this location when we get there, I can use a ritual to summon it.
You've already gone to more than enough trouble.
I don't mind. These old bones have nothing better to do anyway. Summoning a spirit isn't going to do me in. Besides, if I
Szitleri is
don't go,
csatlakozik.
they'll just have more inside jokes I can't join in on.
All right then. I appreciate it.
Ilyenkor elfelejti Szitleri, hogy még mindig halljuk a gondolatait? Kérdésem van. Ja, a Special Story Mode. Ja, jó, akkor nincs kérdésem. Azt akartam kérdezni, hogy és mi van, hogyha valaki még nem süllyesztette el a tornyot. De hogyha Special Story Mode, akkor nem számít.
No sign of it so far.
Should I start the summoning ritual?
Let's drain the water from this floor of the tower first. It'll make it easier to move around.
Wait, we can do that?
Of course. Alan and Renee both saw the future that awaited Fontaine and even shared a few methods for waterproofing buildings. The principle behind it is, not important. Just unlock the mechanisms in the order I tell you.
Okay. Kezdjük. Andy. Kíváncsi lettem volna, hogy ott a könyvek hogy érnek földet, amikor eltűnik a víz, de pont egy olyan nézetet raktak be, hogy nem látszik.
Ready? Yeah. When this thing appears, I'll try talking to the souls
Szóval
inside.
itt meg is idézzük.
But more than likely, they've already been driven to madness. If communication fails, we'll have a battle on our hands.
In that case, Paimon better find a hiding spot.
If a fight does break out, I should be the one to deliver the final blow. Trust me on that.
Okay.
Understood. All right, I need quiet. Wandering spirits, drifting along the tides. Hear me now. Broken souls, silenced, torn apart, and forsaken. Follow the traces of the past and return to us. Let resentment recognize resentment. Let vile entities be drawn together. And in this place, take form once more.
Milyen nagy a csend.
What now? Is that it? This is exactly why I deal in math, not magic. How are we supposed to know what stage the spell is at? It's like there's no logic to speak of. Mechanical science is so much easier to...
Jó, úgy érzem, hogy megjelent.
Watch out!
Ow! Izének vagy a tesója.
Hey you! Or whoever's inside of you.
Mondjuk nem emlékszem annak
I
mi
need
volt a
you to
neve.
listen to me.
Az meg a... Az meg a meruzinos küldibe volt az a lény.
I'm a descendant of Fontaine's Lord Artificer, Elen Guillotin. I
Nem
can make you
emlékszem a
whole again
nevére.
and return you to the ley lines.
A meruzinok
You just
apja.
need to work with me here. Looks like talking this out is off the table. All right, plan B. Time
Vagy
to
most
blow
lehet, hogy
off
keverem
some
valamivel.
steam.
Most, hogy jobban belegondolok. Oh shit, ezzel a teammel kell. Hát jó.
You're cursing out the wrong person. I didn't even know them.
Nem ismerem a rotációt, nem mondjon senki semmi rosszat, mert fingom nincs, hogy kell.
Get to work.
Come on, keep up.
Szóval feltöltődik a csík.
How tiresome. A spot that's
Ezt fordítva akartam, hogy előbb burst aztán skill. Csak kísérletezek.
Most of them already did. But you still have a chance to return to the ley lines and reunite with your family. Just work with me here.
The wretched Narcissus Crossbow!
not like them. I'm stronger. Inverted. World formula. Reversion.
Awesome. Okay. Ja, most kiesel. Sandrone és az OP formulái.
Be at peace among the tides. Lost souls.
Tök durva, hogy felülírja Tibet világát, és Tibet szabályait ezekkel a formulákkal.
Yep, told you it'd be a piece of cake.
How did you do that back there?
That creature was nothing special. Add a bunch of souls with nowhere to go, a touch of malicious energy, a few impurities, and a whole lot of resentment. And that's what you get. All I did was separate the original souls from the rest of the filth, allowing them to be accepted by the current rules of the world. The principle behind the world formula is divergence. Starting from a point of origin, it deconstructs and reconstructs the possibilities of the world to find certain answers. So, it would follow that reverse calculating the world formula allows us to achieve convergence and restoration instead. Using a numerological array, I was able to do just that. It's similar to the concept of homological reduction in mathematics. I reduced them to the basic fundamental essence of their being without changing their underlying nature. That meant... never mind. Judging by all the blank stares, I'm guessing you don't actually care.
I think I finally understand how Outlanders feel when I ramble on about shaman stuff.
Point is, it was super impressive! You really are amazing, Sandrone!
You're just realizing that now?
Yeah, she's happy. Nem is számítottam kevesebbre tőled.
Enough about that. We should get going. I'll go reset the mechanisms inside the tower. See you back on land.
Okay.
Well, that's one old mess for the books. Glad to have that over and done with. Feels nice to do a good deed every once in a while.
You helped everyone out a bunch and not cry too. Kinda seems like you're just a good person at heart.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'll be heading back to the Fatui soon enough.
De
You two are
legalább
too
most már
trusting sometimes.
tudjuk, hogy bízhatunk benned.
Fine. Just don't say I didn't warn you when it comes back to bite you.
Well, where to next? Back to the ship?
Yeah, your personal business, the Narcitsan thing, it's all resolved. That means you can see the people that need seeing now, right, Sandrone? Everyone's gonna be so happy you're back!
Már aki tudja, hogy
You
kiről
wouldn't
van
catch
szó.
me dead admitting to this before, but... yeah, I really have missed everyone. Colin Beana's a special case, though. This time, I'm definitely getting her back for all her annoying antics over the years.
Oh.
She'll sense me coming from a mile off. How am I gonna...
Joink! Ezen se kell agyon többet.
Sandrone?
Kinyitotta a
Is it
szemét.
really you? You're back? You didn't tell me. You avoided me. Why?
Ah, fuck you. Nem fogok sírni.
Now we're even.
I missed you so much.
That makes one of us, idiot. I'm here, Columbina.
Kurva magas lehet a páratartalom itt a lakás végén, elhomályosodott a látáson. Nem látok a párától.
Sandrone.
Don't ruin the moment.
Ja,
Or
szép
I'll
jelenet
start
volt.
thinking about how you teleported me to a random location after I explicitly told you to stop doing that.
Ja.
Scene! Bravo!
Ó, ez része volt a
We
filmnek?
got it! This is exactly the ending I was hoping for.
Huh? Where did you just go, Miss Columbina? You vanished! And then the next second you were back hugging this, new friend here.
That was all on camera?
Yeah.
Rip.
Well, the camera was already rolling and it happened so fast, so yeah.
De Chiori-nak egyébként új voice actor van, nem? Mert V hangja volt régen is, de szerintem most még mélyebb.
Yep, my best friend. The one I was looking for. I never thought I'd actually get to see her again.
Senki nem kérdőjelezi meg, hogy egyszer csak kinyitotta most a szemét Columbina?
Plus, the film got a happy ending too. It's all thanks to you, Sandrone. Sandrone?
You couldn't stop being annoying for 1 second! Columbina!
Imádom őket. Yeah, really? Az a fej. Ez az kurva jó volt. Hát azért a harmadik fejezetért megérte az egészet végignyomni, ez rohadt jó volt. Olyan sokáig ment, hogy egy pillanatra azt hittem, a Genshinnek lett vége. Már kérdezni akartam, hogy most mi van. Csak poszterek.
As expected, going to the opera house is the true way to enjoy a film.
You get to see the audience's reaction in real time, too. The ending seemed to be received quite well.
I can't believe you let us include that in the final cut, Sandrone!
You even agreed to help us reshoot a couple of shots. Thanks a million.
Most of it was caught on camera already, so it's not like I had much of a choice. Besides, the film I'm in is going to be anything less than perfect.
Jelenettel megmentetted a filmet.
Nothing. It was just interesting to see us on screen together. I'm glad this moment is going to be preserved forever.
Just a pity we didn't take home the Farina Award this time
Jó.
around.
Elvitte a másik
Well,
csapat.
artistic films can rarely compete with commercial ones. You should have prepared yourself for this the minute you changed the script.
True.
Oh, did I hear someone mention the Farina Award?
Ja, gondolom Charlotte nyert.
Come on, don't gloat!
Ja.
I won't. Our crew winning the Farina Award was a team effort after all. Costume design, script adaptation. Ooh, and the practical effects were so realistic. The flames and explosions even made me jump while we were filming. A lot of the effects were based on actual items the Special Patrol confiscated from criminals. Who knew they'd serve another purpose, right?
But it turned out amazing! Really brought the thrilling scenes from the novel to life.
Ja,
Fontaine's
az volt
film
Hitleri
industry is
kedvenc
seriously impressive.
filmje.
Which film did you vote for, Silali?
Isn't it obvious? Great Detective Herlock, of course!
Ja,
That's
az
the
volt.
whole reason I'm here!
You all should be proud, though. A lot of critics are saying really good things about your film, too. Longing and loss. Searching for something even after it's gone. It's a film that makes you think about life and how important it is to explore those themes. Well, that is what the art of storytelling is for.
Watching a film with friends is so much fun! There's
celebration later then. We're all old friends. Oh, we could find a place and chat to our heart's content.
How about the Winglet?
That's perfect. Friends and family are more than welcome too. So if you want to bring people, don't be shy.
You all can head over first and make yourselves at home. I'll bring over some refreshments in a bit. I just have one more
Szóval
stop to
lesz
make
még
first.
egy
Can I come?
jelenet. Még több jelenet.
Fine. Not like
Az a
you'd
baj,
listen
hogy
if I
nekem
tried to
most még
stop
melóm
you.
is van. És most nem tudom túlhúzni az időt. Sajnos. Úgyhogy a legvégét le kell csípnem az ünneplés, meg most ezt a látogatást, ahova Sandro ne akar menni. Hát de kívül van. Érdekes. Az a baj, hogy ezt le kell vágnom, mert sajnos nincs időm. Ja. Az majd meg lesz. Na, húzunk még egyet? Nem kaptunk primót, úgyhogy nem húzunk még egyet. Szomorú. Hát ez jó volt. Ez tetszett. És azon gondolkodok, hogy hova visz minket Sandrone. Ellennek a víz alatt van a sírja esetleg? Mert hova menne most? Nem a házhoz megyünk vissza. Feltételezem, hogy Ellen sírjához megyünk. Oda? Ja, jól van. Akkor viszont úgyis tudom, hova megyünk, akkor jó van. Akkor legalább tudjátok, hogy tudom, hogy mi jön ezután. Meg utána gondolom, akkor lesz egy ilyen party, ahol biztos beszélgetni kell mindenkivel, mert általában úgy szokott zajlani. 5 rövid beszélgetés, ja. Jó van, hát köszi Dávid az infót. Reméltem, hogy ez is belefér, de picit megcsúsztunk vele. Nem gondoltam, hogy nem férünk bele 2,5 órába, de sajnos az a baj, hogy már előbb itt jelzett nekem a naptár, hogy meló van. Azért néztem félre. Úgyhogy én nagyon szépen köszönöm, hogy csatlakoztatok. Hát nekem bejött ez az event. Nekem szimpatikus volt. Elégedett vagyok a történettel, jó volt látni Sandrone visszatérését, illetve Columbinával a találkozást, az kifejezetten jó jelenet volt. Én köszönöm szépen mindenkinek, hogy csatlakozott. Szerintem jövő héten az endgame-eket fogom csinálni, mert hátra van a színház is, meg a Stygian is. Aztán, ha marad idő, akkor meg nem tudom, akkor majd valamivel kitöltjük. Úgyis ott van a Frost Moon, nem lesz időm kifarmolni, lehet, hogy annak nekiállunk, majd meglátjuk. Mindenkinek kellemes estét és jó pihenést kívánok, és sok szeretettel várok titeket legközelebb is. Addig viszont, sziasztok!